Good evening and welcome back to the Rory Talks Football channel, your daily Arsenal news updates, debates and my opinions. And today, a watch-along of the Arsenal-Monaco game, 15 minutes until kickoff. An interesting lineup for Arsenal. We'll get into that in a minute when a few of you have got into the live stream. What are your predictions? What are your predictions for today's game? If you're on YouTube, TikTok and you want to watch on YouTube, get involved through the link in my bio. I'll mainly respond to people in the chat on YouTube just because it's easier to see the chat. Thoughts on today's lineup? I will get into thoughts on the lineup. The lineup, if you haven't heard it, is obviously Ramsdale in goal, Timber, Saliba, Kivior. Is it Tommy? Actually, I don't even know myself. Tomiyasu at left back. Rice and Partey, which I'm excited for. And then Smith Rowe and Fabio Vieira. And then Nketiah and Martinelli. So it's an interesting lineup. I'm watching it on the Arsenal website. What do you want me to repeat, hi? The lineup. Worrying that Zinny still isn't fit. Yeah, well, I think he's basically fit because he's playing in the game. He's playing in that game for Ukraine. So the team: Ramsdale, Timber, Saliba, Kivior, Tomiyasu. Now it'll be interesting whether Tomiyasu plays at centre back with Kivior at left back, or Kivior at left centre back with Tomiyasu at left back. The way they've written it suggests it's going to be Kivior left centre back, Tomiyasu left back. Partey, Rice, then Smith Rowe and Vieira, and then Martinelli and Nketiah. Is the game cancelled? Why does it say on Forza it's cancelled? The game isn't cancelled. Why would the game be cancelled? The game isn't cancelled. I'm watching the coverage of it. Jesus is injured. We don't know the severity of the injury just yet. Why are you not at the game? Because I wasn't meant to be here. I wasn't meant to be here, so I didn't get a ticket for the game. And so I don't have a ticket, so I'm streaming it. Ops on the Raya deal. I think it's good. I think it's good for the club. I don't think it's a replacement for Ramsdale. Not straight away, anyway. But I think it's good. There will be a guess the Gooner at halftime. Nketiah captain, thoughts? It's irrelevant. People are making a big deal of Nketiah being captain. It may well say it's cancelled on Forza. I don't even know what Forza is. I thought Forza was a video game. Genuinely. Forza.net, the official website of the Forza franchise. I don't know what Forza is. I'm watching coverage of the breakdown live ahead of the game. Where can we watch the game? I'm watching it on the Arsenal website. You can probably watch it for free somewhere else. Does Arteta know our strongest 11? Probably not. Not yet, I would imagine. Today's the first time that we've seen Rice and Partey together, but we're not seeing it with Ødegaard. So I would have liked to see it with Ødegaard. Hopefully Ødegaard comes on at some point. But yeah, it's an interesting one. I don't know how it's going to work with whether Smith Rowe is going to be the right 8 with Fabio Vieira off the right wing, or if it's going to be a different formation, given that we've got both Rice and Partey playing. It's going to be interesting. Do you think we sell Tierney this summer? Yeah, probably. I'm worried about Jesus. Trossard ain't enough backup if we need him on the left or as the 8. Yeah, I mean, look, hopefully it's nothing serious. How much would I need to dono to use you for clickbait? I don't know what you mean. MUFC fans. But look, yeah, with Jesus, we don't know the extent of the injury. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Could be a front 2 with Eddie and Gabby. Yeah, it could be like a 4-2-2. Could be. It will go to penalties. Yeah, well, so it's going to penalties regardless, even if it's not a draw. There's going to be penalties after the game, no matter what. If the team that wins and the winner of the Emirates Cup goes to the winner of the match, not the winner of the penalty shootout. What are the best Arsenal news accounts on Twitter? AFC Newsroom, Team News and Ticks is good for inside knowledge, but he doesn't tweet that much. Donate. Yeah, but MUFC fans, I don't know what you mean in terms of using me for clickbait. I know what dono means, but I don't know what you mean in terms of using me for clickbait. Is Kudus still a possibility? Yeah, he's definitely a possibility, especially with Ajax bringing in, what's his name, Borges. I think that makes it clear that Kudus is leaving. Whether or not it's to Arsenal, who knows? Obviously, we saw today someone has bid more than 80 million for Caicedo, and it isn't Chelsea. So a club is in for Caicedo. We don't know who that is. I don't think it's Arsenal, but it would be mental if it was. Pens after, they're really trying to make Ramsdale look good. I'd love it if Ramsdale saved like 4 penalties. That would silence some people. What are the best Arsenal news accounts on Twitter, as in aggregators, not journalists? There's the Doc. What's his name? Like Kartik is his name. He's just relentless with the amount of news that he has. Me, I'm pretty good. Just make an Arsenal United combined 11. I mean, it's not. You can donate what you want. £15 super chat, and I'll do an Arsenal United combined 11. Rory, if this Jesus injury is long term, could Balogun stay at least until January? It's possible, but I don't think, from what we've heard, it's not a long term injury. It's this is more of a precaution than anything else. They've got. Apologies, StreamYard crashed. I'm back. I'm back. Where is Balogun? Eddie isn't good enough. Balogun hasn't been training with the squad. We're trying, I think he's leaving. I think the relationship is souring quite rapidly between Balogun and the club. Can I become a member? And what are you looking at? You can become a member, yeah. Hi again. I am back. How on earth is Tomiyasu starting after his performances against United when KT was brilliant versus Barca? I think it's to do with the fact that Tomiyasu's probably going to be at the club at the end of the summer and Tierney may not be. On the breakdown live, there's that comedian. I can't remember his name. Like a comedian actor. What's his name? He's the guy off Friday Night Dinner. Not Will, the other one, on Friday Night Dinner. Thoughts on Kivior starting? I'm interested to see Kivior at left centre-back next to Saliba. I am, because we've not seen that. We've not seen a partnership of Saliba and Kivior. So it will be interesting to see that. Sorry for being late. You do not need to be sorry whatsoever. Drop link. I don't know. I don't know how to drop the link. Can you not do it below or something? I don't really know how members works on YouTube. Just found your channel. Great content and knowledge. Keep up the daily content and you'll grow fast. Big up from Ireland. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Oh, any links for the match? I'm watching it on the Arsenal website. So, yeah, I'm watching it on the Arsenal website. So in terms of things that I'm interested to see. Firstly, I'm interested to see if we actually deploy the formation that we normally see. Yeah, effectively a 4-3-3. And if we do, does that mean that Smith Rowe's going to play as the 8 with Fabio Vieira off the right wing? Or does it mean Fabio Vieira is going to play the 8 and Smith Rowe's going to be off the right wing? So I'm interested to see that. I'm interested to see how Rice and Partey work together. I'm interested to see how Kivior and Saliba work together. Arsenal 4, Monaco 1 is the prediction from Young Mason. Yeah, I think something like that. 4-1, 4-0, 4-2. Since when did you get verified on Insta? I have been for like a month. I pay for it. It's not a proper verification. Just come from TikTok. Do you think Kvitcher is realistic? Absolutely not. We're not. Maybe long term. Maybe there is a long term interest in him. Maybe next summer. But this summer, I'll put my house on the fact that we don't sign Kvitcher Kvaratskhelia. On OneFootball, it says Emil is on the right wing. Yeah, but they don't know. They're just guessing, which is... I would actually guess that Fabio Vieira will be on the right wing and Smith Rowe will be in the... Well, actually, what it will be, if we play the normal formation, I think we'll see Vieira and Smith Rowe interchange a bit like... Remember when Smith Rowe and Trossard both got subbed on in whatever game it was? They interchanged. They switched between who was the left 8 and who was the left winger quite a lot. We could see that from Vieira and Smith Rowe. When I ask a question, you always ignore. I apologise. What was your question? To watch the game was your last... Oh, when it... Well, you haven't asked any questions. Your last two things were to watch the game and when it goes to penalties, Saka will 100% miss. Which is just a bit toxic anyway. So, I want to see Havertz up front in the second half. Would be interesting to see Havertz up front in the second half. It would be interesting. Great to see Smith Rowe starting again. Yeah, it is. Massive to see Smith Rowe starting again. And that's the difference, right? Between a Tierney or a Balogun or whoever else. The fact that Smith Rowe is starting this game is a big sign, in my opinion. This is our last real friendly game before the start of the season. Because the Community Shield's not a friendly. This is our last friendly. And Arteta wants to see Smith Rowe start. So I think that's a big, good sign ahead of next season. Well, a good sign if you want Smith Rowe to stay. Is the game delayed? Possibly, because we're supposedly only 4 minutes away from kickoff and the players aren't on the pitch yet. The last game got delayed as well. I don't know what they're playing at. Players that have played for both Arsenal and Monaco. Who's played for Arsenal and Monaco? Thing is, I just don't know any Monaco players. Players that have played for both Arsenal and Monaco. Thierry Henry. Yuri Tielemans hasn't played for Arsenal. Adebayor? When did Adebayor play for Monaco? That completely is... I have no image of Adebayor playing for Monaco in my head. Petit. Rory, do you think we'll improve on our clean sheet record at the Emirates? Well, we should do. The players are walking out of the tunnel now, and Nketiah, captain. Right, that is going to be very annoying if that keeps happening. Oh yeah, Fabregas. Fabregas played for Arsenal and Monaco. Yeah, I don't know. Does anyone know, right? When that happens, it makes me reload the page. It says status access something or other. I don't know what it is. Status access something. I like the background. Yeah, I like the background. And I'm not an Arsenal fan. Yeah. Partey should be captain realistically. I don't know. I'd have given it Ramsdale, to be honest. I'd have given it Ramsdale. But it's Nketiah. It means nothing in the grand scheme of things, I don't think. Although maybe it means that Nketiah definitely isn't getting sold this summer. Maybe it's a bit of a sign. Tommy looking fresh. Yeah, Tomiyasu needs to have a good game. Tomiyasu needs to have a good game. Rice and Partey is exactly what we wanted to see. It is. To be honest, I wanted to see Rice, Partey and Ødegaard. I wanted to see that midfield trio together. Maybe we'll see it. Maybe Ødegaard comes on early. But, yeah, I would like to have seen that, to be honest. Where can you watch it? I'm watching it on the Arsenal website. I don't know where else you can watch it, to be honest. Ooh. Whoa. I think Rice is our future captain. Yeah, probably. Well, it depends how long Ødegaard stays for. As long as Ødegaard's at the club, Ødegaard will be captain. Football Twitter saying Jesus' injury is not serious. Yeah, my understanding is that it's not serious. Rory, be 100% serious. Will we win the Community Shield versus Man City? I think we've got a good chance, just because I don't think Man City particularly care about it, and I don't think they're particularly ready for the season. The background is there. It just knocks off your camera. It'll be fine. Yeah, I don't know why, though. Basically on the back end, it throws me out of StreamYard, which is what I used to stream. But what are you watching it on? iPad, laptop, phone? Laptop. Who do you think will be Arsenal player of the season? Saka. Saka looks so sharp so far in pre-season. Obviously, he's not starting today, but... Did you see Big Gab is going to be vice-captain? Makes sense. Realistically, the squad that's starting doesn't really shock me in any way. It's all just testing different tactics and partnerships. Yeah, exactly. These are the sorts of games that are really interesting to watch, like, genuinely. Especially if we see a different formation. Because for all of the changes we've made, it's still usually effectively the same formation. Guess the Gooner at half-time. Guess the Gooner will be at half-time. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. Massively helps me out. We're on the road to 4,700 subscribers. And kickoff is about to begin. I'm going to be here for the whole watch-along. I appreciate you. Kickoff, there we go. We are underway. So Kivior is the left centre-back. Tomiyasu's at left-back. Or is he? No, he's not, actually. Timber is at left-back. Partey. And Smith Rowe looks like he's in the midfield. So this is interesting. So Tomiyasu's at right-back. Fabio Vieira right wing. Smith Rowe in the Ødegaard role. The right 8. So, right. So you've got the back 4. So it is roughly speaking our usual formation. You've got the back 4. Timber at left-back. Kivior as the left centre-back. Tomiyasu right-back. And then in the midfield, you've got Smith Rowe, Partey holding, and Rice in the left 8. And then obviously up top, you've got Fabio Vieira off the right, Martinelli off the left, and Nketiah through the middle. Fabio Vieira is right wing. But that's interesting. Timber left back again. So maybe I think we will see a lot of Ben White and Timber, I think. Seconds, 118, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Is Timber too good to be on the bench? Very possibly. Good distribution there from Ramsdale. Played it out to Smith Rowe very nicely for all the Ramsdale distribution haters. Smith Rowe, straight off the bat, looks a bit stronger in midfield than he used to. Certainly looks stronger than Fabio Vieira. Sorry, I'm chewing on your wires outside your flat. What do you think of Eddie being captain? I don't think it means a lot. It probably means he's not going anywhere this summer, but... I'm watching it on the Arsenal website. Is Mark Goldbridge... It's Mark Goldbridge with the Ramos agenda. Yeah, Mark Goldbridge... I don't think it's an agenda. But I do think it's misunderstood. Look, when it comes to goalkeepers, Mark Goldbridge's knowledge is lacking. He was basically the final Man United fan that wanted to get rid of David De Gea. And then immediately, as soon as they did get rid of De Gea and brought in Onana, he suddenly started banging the drum for goalkeepers that can play out from the back. Martinelli very nearly won it on the halfway line then. Got to love the dodgy YouTube streams. Yeah, I mean, if you can find a YouTube stream of it, then go for it. Martinelli. What does this mean for Zinchenko? Will he be moving into midfield occasionally, like Trent if Timber starts? No, I think it's just another... Look, I think one thing that Arteta's probably realised is Zinchenko cannot play every game. In fact, you're maybe only going to get Zinchenko for 2/3 of a season if you're lucky. And so Timber as an option at left back is great. I don't think we'll see Timber and Zinchenko both playing that often. We're playing with such pace. Yeah, the pace has been good. Lots of empty seats at the Emirates. Lots of empty seats. Considering this was meant to be a sellout. Because originally I wasn't going to go to the game, right? Originally I wasn't going to be around, so I wasn't going to go to the game. And by the time that I realised I was going to be around, the tickets had supposedly sold out. But they very clearly are not sold out. But then there was no way of buying them. Rice 8, Partey 6. Yeah, Partey's the 6, Rice is the 8, as expected. One thing I've realised is Timber can play any defensive position. Yeah, Timber is so versatile. Timber is unbelievably versatile. I mean, it's when you actually think about it, last season he almost exclusively played as a right centre-back. He's come in at Arsenal into a new team, new system, new everything. He's played at right back and at left back, and he's looked exceptionally comfortable. I know it's only pre-season and the games aren't as difficult, but that's impressive. Smith Rowe looks sharp, by the way. Smith Rowe does look sharp. If I had to say the weakness in this team today, this exact lineup that we've got now, I'd say the weakness is Tomiyasu and Fabio Vieira down the right-hand side. I mean, look at that from Vieira, man. Like, I don't want to hate on the guy, but Saka, the ball through from Smith Rowe then was fantastic. Saka is away. And Fabio Vieira has not even attempted to go to the ball. He's looked at the man. Like, he's just not a right winger apart from anything else. This isn't his position. It can't be. He doesn't have the pace for it. He's, you know, it's a shame. But you can tell this game means a lot for Smith Rowe. It's a big opportunity for Smith Rowe. You know, for me, this is Smith Rowe's opportunity to stamp his mark at least as the backup to Ødegaard or the backup left 8. Poor ball in. I watched the United game and we looked so flat and tired. Barca was too early for me. Did we look sharper? Yeah, we were much sharper against Barcelona than we were against United. United was just a poor game for whatever reason. It was flat, like you said. There was no intensity. That was a better ball in from Fabio Vieira, but Monaco are on the break now. Very nice skill. Ball into the back stick, and Smith Rowe did very well then. Defensively, Smith Rowe did very well then. And it's a good start to the game for him, it has to be said. Ooh. Oh, my stream. Oh, no, we're good. Just realised in the Emirates background behind you, there's a Gatorade sign, and they somewhat compete with Prime Energy. Yeah, that must have been... It's an old picture. It's before we're sponsored by Prime, I think. Ben Yedder. Who's Monaco's best player? Ben Yedder. Yeah, I'd imagine, but yeah, I would say so. Good save from Ramsdale. Fofana. Possibly. Another ball in. Arsenal under a bit of pressure. Dealing with it fine. It's a carpet. Yeah, it is. Look at the difference in this pitch. The game against United in whichever stadium it was in New York. The difference between that pitch and this pitch. No, the Arsenal commentator's got an agenda against Ramsdale. The MetLife Stadium? Yeah, shocking. Absolutely shocking. Do you not think Zinni can invert and Timber could play in a back three? Yeah, Timber can play as the right centre back in a back three. Yeah, I'm just not sure how often we'll see it because I think Ben White's probably better at it. How are you watching it? I'm watching it on the Arsenal website. Martinelli. Declan. Kivior and Saliba. That is a quick back line. Bro, I checked on there and you have to pay. Yeah, so I already paid for... I paid for like the pre-season pass thing. It was like 15 quid and you get all the games. Timestamp, 9 minutes 56, 57, 58, 59, 10 minutes. I really need to get I need to get a thing on the screen that has the time. I just have no idea how to do it. Oh, lovely from Partey. It's crazy the disrespect Thomas Partey's had in terms of people not realising how big a miss it would be if he actually left this summer. Fofana doing very well in the midfield then, fair play. Ramsdale is average IMO. IMO, you're wrong. He's just not average. The amount of games that he literally single-handedly won us points last season. I wonder why Partey is disrespected. Well, no, but that aside, people disrespect his ability at football. I have a dodgy fire stick. Nice. Who would you replace Partey with next summer? I mean, in an ideal world, Caicedo stays at Brighton this summer and we can go for him again next season, or next summer. Probably shouldn't say publicly, I'll get my house raided. No, I think a lot of people have got those dodgy fire sticks these days. I don't think you're in any danger. Letting Partey go would have been brutal. Yeah. Rice is playing the Xhaka role, yeah. And let him learn from Partey. Yeah, that would have been the ideal. The ideal would have been bringing in Lavia this summer, keeping Partey. And Lavia being the understudy to Partey. But I just don't think we got the money to do it. It sounded like the only way we could bring in Lavia would have been if we sold Partey. And I think for this season in isolation, an inexperienced Lavia would have actually been worse than just having Partey. Obviously, long term it would have been better because of how young he is, but... where is Jesus? He is injured. We don't know the extent of the injury. It sounds like it's not a serious thing and that this is more of a precaution. But yeah, he's injured, unfortunately. Fabio Vieira wins it. Martinelli's in. Oh, surely that's a pen, ref. Go down. If Martinelli goes down, then that's a penalty. He's too honest. He was too honest. He should have gone down. It was good play, though. Martinelli looked electric then. City 100%. They want to drive the price up just like with Rice. I don't know. Tomiyasu's given it away. IMO, Partey is top 5 DMs in the league. Yeah, he is. Realistically, last season, last sort of January, February time, we were having conversations about, you know, it was Partey, Rodri, Casemiro. Does Rice take the pen if we get one? I don't know who would take the penalty, actually, in this game. 100%. If Martinelli goes down, then he gets a penalty. ESR has been decent. Yeah, Smith Rowe's been good. Out to Martinelli again. His cross didn't get past the first man. Rice took a few for West Ham. Yeah, but he wasn't their penalty taker, right? It was Ben Rama. Kivior defo has a good penalty in him. Fabio Vieira would possibly... It wouldn't surprise me if Fabio... Actually, no. What am I on about? After he absolutely blazed that one against the MLS, I don't think so. No, against United even. Vieira's not playing bad. He's playing all right. He ain't better than Rodri. No, I agree. He's not better than Rodri. But the conversation was at least the top three were Rodri, Casemiro, and Partey. So he's definitely top 5. Ben Jacobs reporting an unnamed Premier League team has surpassed Chelsea's bid. Yeah. Don't know who it is. Not Liverpool. Could it be... I don't think it's us. I'd be very surprised if it was us. I'd be very surprised if it was us. City, maybe City. But then, City, I mean, it would be big for City to be doing it because they're still trying to wrap up Gvardiol. So to have one bid in for Gvardiol of like 100 mil and a bid in for Caicedo of over 80 mil would be a bit mental, but maybe it's the Saudi team. Poor ball by Nketiah, giving it away inside our own half. Did they specify if it was a PL club? I'm not sure if they did specify, actually. Yeah, according to Ben Jacobs, it was an unnamed Premier League club, so... Could it be West Ham? No. No, it wouldn't be West Ham. Could be United. It could be United. What's the score? 0-0. What's your opinion on who takes our pens in crucial games? Jorginho takes them if he's on the pitch. If he's not on the pitch, assuming that Bukayo Saka is, then Saka still takes them. Newcastle. I don't think Newcastle can afford it. Not this summer. I pray it's United. The issue with United is that United's transfer business is normally very loud. United can't normally bid on a player without everyone knowing about it. So, Rory, do you know it? Oh, guess the Gooner for you. But Burnley, Chester, Bury, Stoke, Arsenal. Who have we signed from Stoke? Who have we signed from Stoke? Burnley, Chester, Bury, Stoke, Arsenal. That just doesn't sound like an Arsenal signing. It's a really old one. Right, so it's an old English player then. I just don't know enough about Tony Adams, Lee Dixon. Monaco are in. And the striker is just absolutely... Was it Ben Yedder? Ben Yedder has absolutely bottled that. Clean through, one-on-one. And he's tried to chip Ramsdale, who hasn't moved anywhere. Ramsdale stands tall and he just chips it into him. One of those is correct. Lee Dixon. Look at the way Timber turns out of trouble in midfield then. Plays it into Martinelli. So good. Smith Rowe out to Fabio. Bang on, well done. Bingo. Happy days. Oh, it was a good ball in from Declan Rice. That's what we want to see. That's that old Granit Xhaka style. We wouldn't keep it quiet if we signed Caicedo, but we do spend a lot. Yeah. That's good play, though. It's good to see Rice getting into that position. Because that's exactly what Xhaka was doing last season. It was a good ball in as well. There should have been someone there for it, really. Kivior got lucky then. Kivior got lucky. There was a bit of miscommunication and Kivior nearly got caught sleeping, and I don't think that's a foul, really. He's gone down quite easily. Got lucky. Still 0-0, 20 minutes gone. Declan style now, no disrespect to Xhaka. Well, this is the thing. I think in big games, I think that big games against tough midfields, for me, Partey, Rice, Ødegaard is going to be the midfield. I know we've signed Kai Havertz for 65 million and yada, yada, yada. Big games against big midfields, for me, it is more important to have Rice and Partey. Very nice play between Smith Rowe and Nketiah. Out to Fabio Vieira. Who gives the ball away? Rice. Martinelli. Another nice ball back to Rice. Ball in. Fabio Vieira heads it back. He'll be offside. Would you swap Højlund for Balogun? Would I swap Højlund for Balogun? Yeah, probably, just because I think Balogun's not going to work out at Arsenal. I say we buy back Lacazette. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The thing is, honestly, for Havertz to start in big games, he needs to prove to us he's a player that we can rely on and not the same Chelsea version. Yeah, true. I think Havertz will be great in games where, you know, we're playing against a deep-lying block and there's not a lot of pressure on the midfield. He'll be good for breaking through them, but, you know, those games against the big teams. Does anyone have mod? I think one person did back in the day, but I haven't seen him for a long time, I don't think. Laka had such a good season, and Alba and Alexis Sanchez link up at Marseille will be too good. Yeah, but it's Ligue 1. Like, doing it in Ligue 1 doesn't translate to doing it in the Premier League. I don't know if Havertz can become consistent with limited game time. We'll see, we'll see. See, that's an example right there where Ramsdale had to go long, right? So he goes long to Nketiah and Smith Rowe. And the centre-back wins the header. And that counts as a misplaced pass or whatever for Ramsdale. And one of the reasons, don't get me wrong, Raya's distribution is very, very, very good. But one of the reasons that his stats are better than Ramsdale's is because when Raya was going long, he was going long to Ivan Toney, who wins everything. Oh, it was a good play from Martinelli. He tried to pull it back to Nketiah. So ended up being a goal kick. Martinelli is looking sharp, it has to be said. Lokonga will turn into Patrick Vieira this season. Look, I hope Lokonga has a great season at Burnley. I hope he has a great season. What would my starting lineup against Man City be? Right now, given that it seems that Zinchenko is injured, I'd have, obviously, Ramsdale in goal, Ben White right back, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber left back, Rice, Partey, Erdegaard, Saka, Jesus, Martinelli. £2 super chat from MUFC fans. The charity match pep talk was top tier. The charity match pep talk was top tier. I don't know. Me? Are you talking about the game at Mangotsfield? Are you talking about the game the game last week at Mangotsfield? If not, I've got no idea. I appreciate the £2 though. Yeah. What? So were you at the game as a fan, a player? Are you one of my players? Or did you see it on a video maybe? I don't know. I don't know. Monaco have got a free kick just on the edge of our box to the side, so they're probably going to put cross in. Oh, it was on a video? That makes more sense. That makes more sense. Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing, to be honest, but obviously I had Angry Ginge, Danny Aarons, Pete Bock, some absolute legends in the changing room. Straight into the wall. Which position is Smith Rowe and Vieira playing? So Smith Rowe is playing effectively. Martinelli's just tried to absolutely burn their defender. Fair play. Vieira's playing off the right wing. Smith Rowe is playing in Erdegaard's position. That sort of right-sided eight. It was on Danny's vid? Ah, nice. Nice. I don't know how Danny is still so down to earth, given how massive he is. Smith Rowe looking a bit off the pace at the moment. I think Smith Rowe's look good. For someone that's never really played in that position before, I think he's looked good. Space on their right-hand side. Ball in. Corner. Raya is class, but 40 mil for a backup is money that can go elsewhere. It's not going to be 40 million. I think that's the first thing. It's not going to be 40 million. I do agree that the money could go elsewhere. You know, I'm happy for us to sign Raya, but if it comes at the expense of signing someone like Kudus this summer, then I'm not sure about it. It's because he's worshipped YouTubers from when he was 10 and he's young. Yeah, true. How am I watching it? On the Arsenal website. If you're watching on TikTok and want to get involved in the chat on YouTube, the link is in my bio. Head on over, subscribe, and get involved. Bit of ping pong on the edge of Arsenal's box. Vieira not good enough. Is Jesus injured? Yeah, Jesus is injured. We don't think it's a long-term injury. There's like various rumours that it's just a knock and he's out as a precaution, but time will tell. I suspect Arteta will give an update after the game. Oh, Martinelli's just burning. Did you see the offer from Inter for Tomiyasu? It's not true, Goal Zone. Fabrizio Romano this afternoon said that there has not been any contact between Italian clubs and Tomiyasu. He is a key part of Arsenal's plans. Tomiyasu isn't going anywhere. Another £2 from MUFC fans. When's your next charity match? Good question. So at the moment I've got 2 broken ribs, so I can't play football for about another 6 to 8 weeks. But I am due to be in a match in October. Was he injured off the Araujo tackle? No. It was something in training. Yeah, I'm due to be in a match in October. That's the next one I'm scheduled to play in. I don't know how many more there are this summer, to be fair. Ba, 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 ba. But yeah, injury has just plagued me this summer. I pulled my quad in the warm up for the Content Creator Cup, so I sat out for the whole of that. And then I was meant to play at Norwich a week later, but obviously couldn't because I pulled my quad. And then now I've got 2 broken ribs. Are we beating Forest? Well, yeah, hopefully, yeah. Be a disastrous start to the season if we don't. Best footballers you've met? I've never met a footballer, I don't think. I've met a lot of YouTubers. I've never met a footballer. How did you break them? Playing 5-a-side. On Monday nights, I normally play 5-a-side in a cage. And we were playing against a team of rugby players. And the guy just absolutely clattered me. It was a bit like, I don't know if you've seen, I don't know if you saw 1-0 Monaco. Not ideal. Not ideal. I know it's only 30 minutes, but can't see Rice playing the 8 for us in the Prem right now. Well, we're 1-0 down. An absolute bullet header into the top corner. Absolute bullet header into the top corner. Ramsdale, no chance. The ball came out from a corner. Martinelli just got absolutely skinned. There's no excuse for that. And then, I mean, the ball in is absolutely whipped. Goes between Timber and, yeah, just deflects off his head and absolutely flies into the top corner from Maripan. There you go, 1-0 to Monaco. Not ideal. We've been poor pressuring Monaco in possession so far. This 11 looks worrying. Yeah, I mean, conceded from a corner again. What a surprise. Well, yeah, I mean, technically, yeah. But again, there's no need to panic, right? How many of this team would actually start if it was our best starting 11? Not Fabio Vieira, not Smith Rowe, not Nketiah, not Tomiyasu, not Kivior. So if you sit behind the commentary section at the Emirates, you can meet Perez, who usually commentates for French radio. Interesting. Rice is ghosted first half. Yeah, he's not been on the ball much. He's had a couple of good opportunities where he's running beyond Martinelli, but Rory, I don't support Arsenal. Does this pre-season not panic you at all? I'm not hating either. No, not really. I thought we played well against Barcelona. I thought we played well against the MLS All-Stars. Look, in an ideal world, you'd be absolutely flying in pre-season. You know, last season's pre-season was really, really good. And obviously we had a good season off the back of it, but is Jesus okay? We don't know. We don't know at the moment. Tomiyasu looks poor as well. Yeah, Tomiyasu doesn't look great. Our right-hand side at the moment is scuffed. That right-hand side of Tomiyasu and Vieira just doesn't work. When can you get tickets for the charity match? I'm not sure, actually. I'm not sure. It'll probably be a couple of months before. Maybe tickets are on sale now. The thing is, I haven't been announced as a player yet, so I don't know if I can say which game it is, but what more does Tierney need to do to get a start? I don't know. Monaco are in again. Saliba committed a foul. Vieira should go on loan to a Prem club. I don't think Vieira will go anywhere this summer, but how much would you settle Tommy for? 20 mil? I'm going to go. Nice. I'll see you there. Are you going to the Community Shield at Wembley? I am going. I am going to the Community Shield at Wembley on Sunday. Saliba has to watch out. He's on a yellow already. Yeah, Saliba was lucky then. If this wasn't a friendly, Saliba could have been in trouble. Because he's on a booking, and realistically, that was a yellow card offence. Really, I'd say 40. No, Tomiyasu isn't 40 mil. Ball in. Free header for the Monaco player. Arsenal not dealing with set pieces that well. By the way, you can tell. I think he's offside, but you can tell we're missing Gabriel when it comes to set pieces. You believe we can win the league? I do. I think we can win the league. Don't necessarily think we will win the league. I still think City are favourites, but we can win the league. Do you think we'll still go for Raya if Forest get Dean Henderson instead of Turner? Well, it's an interesting one because I think it was the Mail was saying that Forest want Turner and Dean Henderson, which I don't think makes sense whatsoever, but who knows? Arsenal are away, and Ketia, if he could have found Fabio Vieira early, he was in. But Fabio Vieira's there. Ball in with his right foot, goes out for a corner. Need to make a lot of subs at half-time. Yeah, we will see some subs, I expect. The issue is that this is the sort of team we'll be relying on in the Cups and the Champions League. Yeah, you're not wrong. Not the Champions League. I think we'll play our strongest 11 in the Champions League. Unless it's a dead rubber because we've already qualified through the group. And Ketia is terrible. Is Trusty a done deal? Pretty much. He's done his medical today. Ball in from Vieira. Vieira slows down the play too much. Yeah, he's just not that sort of player. He's not the. He's so different from Bukayo Saka, like, and that's the worrying thing for me. Is that we don't have a like-for-like replacement for Saka when he's not playing. Most impressive player this pre-season was probably Trossard. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree. Trossard's been excellent. Do you believe in having a different keeper for the league and the Champions League? Not really. I don't mind having a cup keeper. I don't mind having a different keeper for the FA Cup and the League Cup. Oh, that's lovely from Partey. And Timber's through. Oh, and the ball across wasn't good enough. That ball from Partey was sensational. How's Smith Rowe so far? Not too bad. You can tell there are times where he doesn't really know where he's meant to be in that midfield role. Which is just something that he'll learn the more he plays there. That was filth from Thomas Partey there. White is heavily missed on the right-hand side. Well, yeah, as is Saka. I'm worried for Rashford. He's looked stiff as fuck this pre-season. I wouldn't worry too much about Rashford. For me, I feel like Rashford's one of those players he probably just doesn't care about pre-season. Trossard, Kivior and Timber have been the three most impressive. Yeah, that's fair. Tommy is on the right now. Yeah, Tommy's playing at right back. Well, no, Tommy's on the left now. So this is, again, it's interesting, I guess. I don't know if it happened just because of that phase of play, but Timber is now on the right and Tomiyasu's on the left. And that might help Fabio Vieira, because there's just been literally no synergy between Tomiyasu and Fabio Vieira on the right-hand side. It's been dead. Do you think Rice deserves to stay on in the second half? He needs to. He needs to get used to playing for the. He needs to get used to playing with the team. Fabio Vieira wins another corner. Our second 11 is not good enough. Certain members of it are probably not good enough. Martin, Rice and Partey is too nice not to run consistently. Well, we haven't seen it together yet. Ops on Danny retiring his dad. It's just what dreams are made of, isn't it? What dreams are made of. I've not kept up with Monaco. How good would you say they are in comparison to mid-table Prem teams? They're decent. I mean, where did they finish in Ligue 1 last season? So last season they finished 6th. So they didn't even qualify for Europe. Havertz is going to score in the second half, hopefully. Monaco would get relegated in the Prem. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't go that far, but they'd certainly be in the bottom half. Are you a full-time content creator? Not full-time, but I don't have another full-time job. I'm kind of trying to balance content creation and then doing freelance work to pay the bills. But the aim is to go full-time eventually. Tomiyasu. I thought that was a foul, to be honest, and then Tomiyasu gave the ball away. Rice! Oh, Rice nearly got his debut. Well, not his debut goal, his first goal. It fell nicely for him. Ah, Declan. It was sloppy from Tomiyasu, who played a terrible ball to Smith Rowe, but it fell for Declan. Took the player on. It's an unbelievable last-ditch tackle from the Monaco player. Unbelievable. Would you join AFTV? Not full-time, no. I've made a couple of appearances on AFTV, and I might be on there again this season, but... Oh my God, what a save from the Monaco keeper, that is. That's back-to-back, unbelievable block, and then an unbelievable save to keep Eddie Nketiah out. Oh, it's not Nketiah, it's... Or was it Nketiah? I think it was Nketiah. Who was it? It was Tomiyasu, actually. Unbelievable save. Fair play. Another ball in. And Nketiah scores. Fantastic finish. Good ball in. And Nketiah was running in at the back post. Side foot. Tap it in. Good goal. I'd love you to go on more of pitch side. Yeah, pitch side's an interesting one because the general pitch side viewership just hate me, so it's a difficult one. I'm so happy Eddie scored. Yeah, and me. Look, it's a good finish. It's a good finish. He timed his run well, found the gap, and nipped in front of the defender. It's poor defending from that defender at the back post. It's really poor from him. But it's a good finish from Nketiah. That's what Eddie does best, 6-yard box poacher. Exactly what we need. Actually so happy for him with all the hate he's been getting. Go on, Thogden. Would you rather keep Balogun or Nketiah? I don't know, in all honesty. I think Balogun's probably the better player with the higher ceiling, but it doesn't seem like keeping him is just even an option, so... Eddie needed that goal. Yeah, he did. 1-1 as we approach half-time. Good for the confidence. Good for Eddie's confidence. Is Ballo in the squad? No. Raya or Ramsdale? Ramsdale until Raya proves that he's better at Arsenal. 10-1 Arsenal is my prediction now. Did you say Arsenal winning the league would be more impressive than Leicester on pitch side? It wasn't worded quite like that. I said something to that effect, but it wasn't worded quite like that. In all the pre-season content, it didn't seem like Ballo wanted to be there at all, so I'd much rather keep Eddie, who loves to play for the club. Yeah, there are definitely issues with Balogun in the club at the moment. So, he's not going to stay. Fabio Vieira was in then, and he got tackled. And he's not happy about it. He's fuming that he's not been given a foul then. Why did you say that? No, in the context of what I was trying... it's difficult to explain. It's difficult to explain. The context of what I was trying to say, that was from where Arsenal had been, and the fact that it was against such a good Man City side, but it was taken badly. Is pitch side not a bit intolerable, or is that just me? It can be. It can be. Rory, the first two corners from Martinelli's side with good quality and whipped in with pace. Vieira got the safety on and floated it. Yeah, I agree. Martinelli's balls in were a lot better than Vieira's. But there you go. It is half-time. 1-1. An interesting first half. There are, certain things that did not go well. I thought Tomiyasu and Vieira was a terrible partnership that just does not work. Neither of them have the attributes that you want to see down your right-hand side. So hopefully we won't see that again. And Nketiah's goal, obviously, the highlight of the half. Declan Rice, whilst some people said he was ghosting, he was popping up. And actually, if you think back to games last season, that kind of happened with Granit Xhaka quite a lot. You could go through long phases of the game without really noticing Granit Xhaka, and then he'd pop up with an underlapping run or a goal. Yeah, unfortunately, that's an L opinion. Yeah, it was. At that point, I was massively caught up in the title race. I can't lie. Partey, I thought probably was one of the standout players in the half. Demonstrated why we can't let go of him. Nketiah's link-up play has been class. Yeah, look, Nketiah is not a bad player. He's really not a bad player at all. He's just not at Jesus' level. Who took the corner? Martinelli. Really good whipped ball by Martinelli. I'll be baffled if we sell Tierney and keep Tomiyasu. Yeah, Tomiyasu is struggling at the moment, I can't lie. Especially when it comes to getting forward and stuff. If Højbjerg went for 60 million, we should get... you mean Højlund went for 60 plus mil, we should get... Yeah, but the problem is Balogun's desperate to leave, and if we don't sell him to a Premier League club, he won't go for anywhere near as much just because of the way it works. Unfortunate, but just the way it is. Is Cedric still here? Yeah, Cedric is still at the club. Other things I thought, Kivior didn't look too bad at all at left centre-back next to Saliba. Timber, again, looked very good at left-back, which is a great sign. Martinelli looked sharp. Smith Rowe, I thought, looked decent as in midfield. I thought there were glimpses of him kind of providing exactly what I think he will provide. That through ball early in the half. Defensively, made a good interception. to prevent a goal. There were times where he looked a little bit lost and didn't know necessarily where he needed to be, but that'll come with time. Look how much time it took Ødegaard to eventually start thriving in that position. The whole of his loan spell, pretty much. So it will take Smith Rowe a bit of time, but I thought he looked good. Saliba poor. I didn't think Saliba was Saliba poor. I mean, in another world, in a competitive game, he could have been sent off. Truthfully, Jakob the Ripper and Chill Bill at the back, love it. Ops on the Mainu versus Rice debate. Look, Mainu looked good. Mainu impressed me in that game, but he's not at Rice's level just yet. Why does Nketiah do this to me? Look, I'm happy for Nketiah. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for Nketiah. Anyway, we're going to do a Guess the Gooner. We are going to do a Guess the Gooner for a bit of halftime entertainment. I just need to think of one. I just need to think of one a bit quickly, don't I? Who should we go for? Who should we go for? I know who we'll go for. Here we go. Right, it is time for Guess the Gooner, the game where I give you an ex or current Arsenal player's career path minus the Arsenal part of it, and you have to guess who the Arsenal player is. First person to get it correct in the YouTube chat gets the immense pride, respect of the Rory Talks football community and the wider football community. So get your fingers on your keyboards. If you're in the TikTok chat and you want to get involved, get through to my YouTube. Link is in my bio. Subscribe whilst you're over there as well. Massively appreciate that. We're trying to get to 4,700 subscribers. So if you do anything this evening, please help me with that. Anyway, this player started at EC Vitoria. They went to Villarreal and they went to Valencia. Who is the player? EC Vitoria, Villarreal, Valencia. Who's the player? It is not Coquelin. It is not Santi Cazorla. Someone's got it. Someone's got it. Who was it? Oh, he's back. He's back. And he's won again. It's VV Vlad. It is Gabriel Paulista. And VV Vlad is back with a vengeance. Congratulations to VV Vlad. It's Gabriel Paulista. Who was second? William Saliba just put Gabriel, which I'm not sure I can give. Josh Ellis was second. Max Evans third. N. Boss fourth. And Lewis Drakkar was fifth, actually. Lewis Pearson was sixth. So there you go. Congratulations, Gabriel Paulista. If you got that correct in the TikTok chat as well, congratulations to you. Smash a follow whilst you're on TikTok. And a like. If you like the stream, smash a like on it. Why not? Can we do a non-gooner? Yeah, let me grab a Guess the Non-Gooner for you. Who should we go for? Who should we go for as a Guess the Non-Gooner? I don't know. We'll go for him. Quite an easy one. Quite an easy one. All right, Guess the Non-Gooner. This player has not and does not play for Arsenal. They started at Quimper FC. They went to Le Havre, Leicester, Man City, Al Ahly. Quimper, Le Havre, Leicester City, Man City, Al Ahly. Who is the player? Lots of people getting it straight away on old Tiki Toki. And the first person to get it correct in the YouTube chat is SS9. He spelt it wrong, but I know what he meant. It is indeed Riyad Mahrez. That was poor spelling, SS9, but we'll allow it. Drakkar was second. Golzone was third. Josh Ellis was fourth. And Sajan Chana was fifth. Congratulations to our winners. VV Vlad and SS9. Congratulations. But look, from that half, what changes would I make? I'd take off Tomiyasu. I would take off Tomiyasu, bring on Ben White. In fact, actually, let me just double check. Who even was on our bench? So we've got... so I'd bring on White for Tomiyasu. I would bring on Havertz for What would I do, actually? Do you know what? I'd be interested, right? So I'd bring on Ødegaard for Fabio Vieira, bring on Saka. I'd be interested to throw Havertz up top, just to see it. I would be interested just to see it. Shouldn't Turner be back from holiday? Yeah, Turner's on the bench. Kura. Timber deserves a left-back, right-back spot in our team. Yeah, possibly. Tierney. I'm quite enjoying Timber at left-back. I think this season is the last chance saloon for a few players. Can see Arteta being ruthless with the likes of Tommy, Vieira and Nketiah next summer. Yeah, I agree. Rory, who do you like more, Messi or Ronaldo? Honestly, I always preferred watching a game with Ronaldo in it, is the truth. But I love both of them. As an F9, I want to see Havertz cook here. Yeah. Timber at right back. You could move Timber to right back and put Tierney on, yeah. Is Nelson on the bench? No, Reece Nelson's not involved at all. Which means he still hasn't recovered from his injury, which is annoying. Please get my poor spelling off the screen. I went for speed. There you go. Yeah, Reece Nelson must still be injured, which is frustrating given what we were told about the injury, that it wasn't meant to be serious. Balogun's not involved. Balogun hasn't even been training with the squad. So I wish Nwaneri was playing. Look, players like Nwaneri have got time. The score is 1-1, Riley. 1-1 at half-time. It's a hand injury. I thought it was a laceration to his foot. Eddie's been good so far as well. Yeah, Eddie's looked decent. Who do you think will sign before the end of the transfer window? Raya, and in an ideal world, Kudus. Does the breakdown always have these kids sitting inside this room? I'm not sure. Did you see the list of players not put on the matchday programme? No. Listen, Rory, mark my words, Nketiah will cook next season. I guarantee it. Arteta has a plan for him. I hope you're right. Thoughts on Rice? He was a bit absent in that first half, but then he did appear. He nearly scored. If it wasn't for a fantastic block, he made a couple of those underlapping runs and crossed the ball with his left foot, and there should have been someone on the end of it. So quiet, but in glimpses looked very good. Eddie, man of the match so far. His hold-up has been good. Do you know what? The actual best player in that half, in my opinion, was Thomas Partey. If I'm honest, the best player in that half for me was Thomas Partey. In my opinion. Trossard? Yeah, I would quite like to see Trossard come on, to be fair. Pepe, Lokonga and Okonkwo weren't on the programme. Interesting. Well, I think all three of them are set to leave, so... Why is Twitter X now? Can someone explain? Elon Musk is turning Twitter into a much bigger platform. So Elon Musk has a vision for a platform called X, which will be much more than just social media. It will be where it will still be Twitter, or like the fundamentals of what Twitter is, but it will also be a shopping market. It will be a bank, an online bank. It's going to be like an all-in-one app called X. So that's his long-term vision for it. Elon is a toolbox. I don't know. He's proven a lot of people wrong is the issue. Like the way that Twitter have approached this whole rebrand of X has been terrible. If you asked like a marketing department, if you said to a marketing department, right, we're going to change the logo that everyone knows, that is globally known. We're going to change it to a pretty uninspiring X, black and white. And we're going to get rid of retweets and tweets, which everyone knows. Like, all of the things that they've done, a marketing department would be like, no, that is terrible. And yet they've done it, and the user base hasn't been affected. So, what are your thoughts on Vieira so far this game? He's not a right winger. Is my main takeaway from that is he looked good in glimpses. He's not a right winger. He doesn't offer what we need on the wing. He doesn't offer the pace. He doesn't offer the power. He doesn't offer the directness. They got rid of retweets. Yeah, retweets are now... No. So it still exists. The function still exists, but now tweets are called posts and retweets are called reposts because it's not Twitter. So they've got rid of tweeting because it's not Twitter. I don't like Elon Musk for changing Twitter. Yeah, but the thing is, he doesn't care if you like him or not, as long as you still use the platform. He's a savage. Rory, do you think Timber should play a lot this season? He's good. Yeah, I think Timber will play a lot this season. Thoughts on Monaco's Fofana? Bring him in for 30 mil. Yeah, Fofana looked good, to be fair. Fofana did look good. Would you take Osserman for 110 mil? I don't think I would, honestly. I don't think I would. Not sure why he did it just after Threads launched. Yeah, but Threads has flopped. Like, people used Threads for about 3 days. Where will Timber play then? Left or right? Both. Genuinely, I think with how often Zinchenko is unfit, we'll see a lot of Timber at left back and Ben White at right back, I think. But then we can also see him at right back. Do you think we missed out on Tielemans? Nah. We could have got Tielemans very easily if we wanted him. Bradley Barcola would be the perfect Saka backup. Who is Bradley Barcola? Bradley Barcola. Leon. 20-year-old right winger. 5 goals, 2 assists for France under 21s. 7 goals and 12 assists in 44 games. Interesting. Bradley Barcola. Remember the name. Raya or Ramsdale? Ramsdale until Raya can prove that he's better. Ramsdale until Raya can prove that he's better. True, Threads isn't even available in the EU. Is it not? PSG bid 30 million for him, but it was rejected. Interesting. Do you think White would leave in January if Timber starts over him? No. White will fight for his place, and I don't think White will lose his place, by the way, either. I think White is very underrated. And I think, if anything, we'll see more of Timber at left back. There's a reason that Timber's playing at left back in this game. Arteta is, Ben White isn't starting. So Arteta could very easily have played Timber at right back. But he's playing him at left back. He wants him to learn how to play at left back. He wants to see him at left back. There's a reason for that. Don't think White cares. He just treats it like a job. That is also true. Why is the third kit stalling? Is what I think you tried to say. I don't know. I don't know when the third kit's meant to be out, to be fair. Anyway, the game is about to get back underway. The game is about to kick off again. White's technical level is underrated. You can clearly notice the drop-off with Tommy, who isn't as good. Oh, massively. There's a massive drop-off from White to Tommy. And the second half is underway. Timber left back, White right back for the City game. Yeah, it's probably what I would do, yeah. Trying to see if we've made any changes. Minamino's on for Monaco. I don't think Arsenal have made any changes, actually. What was Guess the Gunner? It was Gabriel Paulista. It was Gabriel Paulista. Feel like Rice would be much better as a 6 rather than an 8. Yeah, but Rice is better as an 8 than Partey is as an 8. So if you're playing both of them, Rice has to be the 8. Arteta sees things in players other managers don't. It might not even be a thing he got from Pep. Yeah, 100%. This idea that Arteta is just an understudy of Pep is nonsense. I'm gonna watch the game now. Enjoy your evening, laters. Good evening. Enjoy it. I'd have liked to see some changes, though. I can't lie. I don't know why we've kept the same 11. What time am I on? 46 minutes 30. 31, 32, 33, 34. Lukonga, Okonkwo, Pepe and Tavares not listed on today's programme. There you go. Although concerning if the likes of Cedric and Holding were. Well, they might even be on the bench. Kiviors look comfortable at left centre-back, to be fair. It has to be said. Jeff, thank you for the follow on TikTok. How come we sold Gabriel Paulista? He's good, no? I don't know. Cedric and Holding were there, unfortunately. Sad times. Yeah, I don't know with Paulista. It was just time to go, I think. Can't remember what we sold him for, to be fair. Yeah, we bought Paulista for 15 million euros in 2015 and then sold him 2 years later for 11 million euros. So why are you not at the Emirates? Because originally I wasn't going to be around today. Originally I wasn't going to be able to go to the game, so I didn't get a ticket. And then I was around, but by that point the tickets are sold out. Even though, quite clearly, the Emirates is not sold out because there are seats absolutely everywhere. Oh my god, it was very nearly 2-1 to Monaco. It should have been 2-1 to Monaco. They cut us open again. Ball across the box. Ben Yedder sliding to get on the end of it. Got a foot on it. Came off the post. Hit Ramsdale's back and went off the other side. But again, really quite concerning how easily we were cut open then. And that should be 2-1 to Monaco. And again, that's come down Tomiyasu's side. And if you're arguing that the one thing Tomiyasu is meant to be good at is defensively, he's let the player, I'm not sure who it was down the left-hand side, but he's let them in far too easily then. Not good for Tomiyasu. Not good. If Ramsdale got the own goal, he'd never hear the end of it. Yeah, it would probably be his fault. People would blame him. Look just like against Man U, we're so bad when it comes to defending fast-paced counter-attacks. Yeah. It's not great. They're away again here. 3 against 2. Minamino. Ball in, back stick, straight at Ramsdale. But again, it's another chance. Fofana has looked impressive. Yeah, Fofana's been good for Monaco. Monaco are pressing us really well, it has to be said. But it shouldn't be this easy to press us like this. And luckily, it was straight at Ramsdale, the effort at the back post, but I'm not watching, but it sounds like we're struggling in the air. Yeah, we're not winning many balls in the air, but the main issue we've got is that we're getting caught in the midfield, we're losing the ball in midfield, getting caught out, and then effectively, every time they do that, we've just got 2 centre-backs who are getting exposed in 3-on-2s normally. Now we're away. Rice played it straight out of play. We should bring on Odegaard for Vieira and move Smith Rowe to the right wing. Just bring on Saka, to be honest. Lovely from Partey again. Unbelievable from Partey then. Martinelli. Oh.
thinking it's just a holding midfield player, but he picks the ball up, he turns, but then picks out Vieira. Vieira picks out Martinelli, left-hand side of the box. The angle is too tight, but it's brilliant play by Thomas Partey.
Partey's been our best player this game so far. It has to be said. Where are you watching? Just on the Arsenal website. I swear anything even slightly bad Rice does will be clipped on TikTok today. Remember this when you see it. Yeah, it will be. It will be. There are people hate watching. Best I've seen Vieira play, which is saying something. Yeah, but he's not even played. Yeah, he's not looked great. Why are Arsenal signing Raya, and what does it mean for Ramsdale? As I'm sure he signed an extension recently. Yeah, Ramsdale signed a new 4-year deal 2 months ago and doubled his wages, which is why I don't think Raya is coming in to immediately replace Ramsdale. How much did you have to pay to watch? So I think it was 15 quid for the pre-season pass, so it was 15 quid to get all of the pre-season games. Tommy and Tierney just pass it to give it to someone else, not good details on the pass. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Do members just not get them? No, you still had to pay for it. Kivior over to Nketiah. I'm confused why you need him, because I think Ramsdale's a really good keeper and didn't think it was a position you needed to improve on. So it's more of it's a market opportunity, basically, and it's twofold. So one, Matt Turner, if he didn't leave this summer, is going to leave next summer, because he needs to be a starting goalkeeper. So Turner's going to leave, and suddenly Nottingham Forest are interested in him, which means we can sell Matt Turner this summer for good money, rather than losing him for cheap next summer. But obviously, if you lose Turner, you have to replace him. And simultaneously, Raya is available on the market for cheaper than he should be, because he's only got a year left on his contract. He's not going to sign it. And Brentford have already signed a replacement for him. So everyone knows David Raya has to be sold this summer. And a lot of the teams that would have been in for him, United have signed Onana. Tottenham have signed, Vicario or whatever it is. Bayern Munich made a loan offer and it got turned down. So there's not really anyone. Chelsea are going for Robert Sanchez from Brighton. So basically, we can get Raya for cheap. And ultimately, I think it'll be one of Raya and Ramsdale will come out on top and the other one will get sold next summer for a good profit. When are the member packages going out? I'm not sure, actually. Finally bought the away kit today. Kind of sad I can't watch the game because I'm on holiday in Amsterdam. Come on, you Gunners. Well, enjoy your holiday in Amsterdam. I went to Amsterdam earlier this year. Lovely, lovely city. I was actually we went from Paris to Amsterdam. And I was shocked at how much nicer Amsterdam was than Paris. So enjoy that. And also, fair play for buying the away shirt. Because I don't think I will be. Tommy isn't doing anything attacking-wise. He's not even overlapping like Wyatt and Tierney do. Yeah, he's not good, to be honest. I don't know what else to say. Raya in his head will be coming to set the number one and might not settle for backup. Yeah, 100%. Raya is only accepting this because he thinks he can replace Ramsdale as number one. Ramsdale will not believe that Raya is going to come in and take his number one spot. One of them is going to end up being very disappointed and will probably leave next summer. Lovely. Saliba and Emil Smith-Rowe. Lovely little 1-2s in midfield. Vieira's got the ball. Saliba again. And he wins the corner. Unbelievable from Saliba. Yeah, I understand that. Feels a bit harsh on Ramsdale, but I guess whoever is best deserves to be number one. Yeah, exactly. It probably is a bit harsh on Ramsdale, who would have thought he was just the guaranteed number one, but Do we have any news on Jesus? He had a very good preseason and would be very bad for us to lose him right at the start of the new season. Yeah, the rumours are that it's nothing serious for Jesus, but we'll wait and see.
What might have been for Arsenal if it had stayed fit. Comes the
Ball in from Vieira. Again, like the difference between Vieira's meant to be a good dead ball player. The difference between the balls in that Vieira's been putting in from that side and Martinelli from the other side, Vieira's just floating it in, and the keeper just comes and collects that easily. The goal that we scored, and we nearly scored a goal right before that from the 2 corners from Martinelli, he's absolutely whipping them in. Kamada is a free agent. Might be nice to get the guy who destroyed us a few years, but yeah, maybe. I don't like it when people say keepers can't fight for his place. For example, if Kudus comes in, I think he can replace Saka, Havertz, or Odegaard. I don't think Kudus could replace Saka, but Havertz maybe. Some subs are warming up now. How has Rice been so far as number 8, I presume? Yeah, he's been playing in that Granit Xhaka left 8 role. He's been all right. He's probably not got on the ball as much as he'd like to, but he's just made a good tackle then. But he nearly scored. He could have set up a goal with a really nice underlapping run that Martinelli fed him into. So there have been glimpses that have looked really good. At what point are we giving up on Vieira? I don't know. He wouldn't sign to be a backup. Yeah, but no one signs to be a backup. Like, Leandro Trossard didn't sign to be a backup. But someone has to be the backup. Kai Havertz didn't sign to be a backup. I don't get how Kamada doesn't have a club. He's also better than Kudus. I wish we signed him. I've not seen enough of Kamada play, to be honest, to give a fair opinion. I'd be surprised if he was better than Kudus, though. Get Leo on. Yeah, there's quite a few players I'd bring on, to be honest. Saka, Odegaard, White, Trossard, Havertz. Kudus has a higher ceiling than Havertz? Possibly. It is 1-1 currently. It is 1-1. I haven't watched. Could you please summarise how we've been so far? It's not been a great performance, to be honest. Obviously, it's 1-1. Realistically, we should be 2-1 down. We've been getting caught out on the break. Their pace on the sort of counter-attacks has been doing us a little bit. And, yeah, going forwards, we're lacking. The right-hand side isn't working at all. We've got Fabio Vieira at right wing and Tomiyasu at right back. It's just not working well. Ramsdale needs competition, but since the links, he's been shaky. This is the first time we've played since the link. Since the link to Raya, this is literally the first time we played. So we got Odegaard, Jorginho, Gabriel, Havertz, and someone else coming on. 5 substitutions about to be made on the hour mark. So a lot of change coming now. Another unbeaten run would be tidy. Yeah, it would. Ben White also coming on. Oh my God, there's about 7 changes. There's about 7 changes being made. Trossard, Jorginho, Havertz, Ben White, Odegaard. Nah, don't talk about selling him already. Timbers come off for Tierney. Smith Rowe's coming off. I don't like Vieira. Need to get rid, in my opinion. Yeah, that's fair. I love Ramsdale. Just don't want to see the. Just want to see the Hollywood saves back. Gabriel is on. Declan Rice is off for Kai Havertz. Thomas Partey's off for Jorginho. And I'm guessing Tomiyasu is off for Ben White. So there we go. How Smith Rowe played. I thought Smith Rowe had quite a good game. There were times where you could tell he didn't necessarily know where he was meant to be or what he was meant to be doing in that midfield role. But he looked quite sharp, looked stronger, looked a bit faster. So it's quicker to say the players that have stayed on. And shockingly, Trossard looking good straight away. So Trossard's playing off the left-hand side. But unbelievably, Fabio Vieira is still on the right wing. So Nketiah is still on up front. Vieira is still on the right wing. Saliba is still on at centre-back. And Ramsdale's still in goal. They're the 4 players that survived. How is Fabio Vieira still on the pitch? Tierney wins the ball back. Into Trossard. Abo! Rice is off, yeah. So the players that went off were Tomiyasu, Kivior, Timber, Rice, Partey, Smith Rowe, and Martinelli. Those 7 went off. We're about to be 10 times better. I don't know about that. Tierney's already done more than Tommy. Yeah. Oh, my bad. Actually, Saliba went off and Kivior stayed on. Saliba went off and Kivior stayed on. Kivior's at right centre-back. My bad. How much for Ramsdale if we were to sell him? I'd say 50 million minimum. You look at what Onana went for. He's just as good as Onana, and he has the English tax. So, feel sorry for Smith Rowe. Don't look like he's fit for Arteta. Don't know why he's a good young player. I think he will be if we give him time. Yeah, Charles, you're an absolute waffler, mate. You've put 2 messages in, and I can tell you're a donkey. He played well. What is this guy on? Love the burst of pace you get from Tierney. Yeah, you do get something very different with Tierney, and we'll miss it if he goes. Mate, Anthony Taylor's a knob. Every player we bring in will fight for number 1. No one settles for second best, like Nketiah said in his interview. Yeah, and that's what you want. You don't want people that are happy to be on the bench. 66 minutes played. 1-1. This is such a lightweight midfield. What, Jorginho, Havertz and Ødegaard? It's not too bad. Still yet to see Ødegaard, Rice and Partey. Yeah, it's annoying. I do want to see Ødegaard, Rice and Partey. Thought Partey was our best player today. 50 million for... I'm not calling him. I refuse to use that slander name. Flipping heck. Would you agree Monaco are playing very, very well? Monaco are playing well, yeah, but we're helping them. Gabriel into the book straight away. Smith Rowe, agree with you. He plays well for England. Let's hope he can find a place. I hope he can. I'm no longer sure about Rice in the 8. But, okay, my argument with that is that you're judging it off one game. And the game itself, we didn't have Ødegaard. We didn't have Gabriel Jesus. As an example, right? Xhaka always played way better when Gabriel Jesus played. So I wouldn't start jumping to conclusions about Declan Rice in the 8 role just yet. They're playing really fluid, fast-paced football and performing well one-on-one. Yeah, they are. They've got some good players. I think Arsenal fans need to chill about selling Ramsdale. They forget what he did last season. He's only performing poorly in pre-season. He's had one bad game. Ben Yedder's just been booked for Monaco. Ramsdale had one bad game in pre-season against Man United and people got way carried away by it. Do you think Tell from Bayern will be a good backup or just a waste of potential? I'm not sure. I'm not sure who that is. Arsenal have got a free kick. Didn't he concede 3 against Barca? Yeah, but they weren't his fault. Realistically, we should not be conceding to Monaco. Yeah, but again, not Ramsdale's fault. That was well tracked back by Kai Havertz then. I hope people saw that. That was good defensive work from Havertz, stopping a counter-attack then. By the way, you spoke well on the Football Terrace the other night. Glad we have someone with the brain representing the Arsenal fan base on those chats. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that. I enjoyed the Football Terrace. Hopefully I'll be back on there again. Yeah, it was good. I like Ramsdale as a Newcastle fan. I don't know why people don't rate him. I don't know either. Score predictions for the Community Shield. 2-1 to Arsenal. 2-1 to the Arsenal. Tierney as a defensive 70th minute sub for Zinni if we're leading is very useful. It is, yeah. It is. Havertz excites me. I think he'll do well. Also, people don't rate Ramsdale. What's that about? Honestly, the people that don't rate Ramsdale, I feel like it's a Twitter thing. I like to see Tierney play. We always look better going forward with him in the team. We look different going forwards with Tierney in the team, is what I'd say. I wouldn't necessarily say better every time, but it's a different option. What do you think about Gvardiol to City? Yeah, I mean, their defence is just stacked. It's crazy. Has it froze or is it just me? Just you, I think, mate. Where does everyone see the Kudus rumours? Just mainly on Twitter, to be fair. Caicedo to Arsenal, thoughts? I would love it, but it's not going to happen this summer, at least. Trossard's in. Straight at the keeper. Still going. Ødegaard. Oh, Trossard was in then. Potentially should have scored, to be honest. Who bid for Caicedo? We don't know. A Premier League club bid for Caicedo. We don't know who it was. Do you think AFTV sometimes make us look like a banter club? Mate, every big team has big fan channels that some people think makes the club look bad. It's just one of those. We should bring Szczesny back for good backup to Ramsdale. He can retire here. Good experience as well. That's an interesting one. Trossard's unreal, criminally underrated. Yeah, he should have scored then, though. Do you think Mudryk will do well next season? I think Mudryk will do well. Yeah, I do think he'll have a good season next season. Need to get Vieira off. Yeah, I wish we would take Vieira off, bring Saka on. People who don't rate Ramsdale are the people who saw someone on Twitter say it and are just hopping on the bandwagon without seeing anything he did wrong. Yeah, I agree. Do you think Chelsea might get caught out for any FFP issues? I think they'll be all right. The amount of money that they've generated from sales this summer, I think they'll be all right. Unless something like historic comes back, I don't know. It's definitely a bluff by Brighton. Yeah, it could be a bluff by Brighton, to be fair. Ødegaard. We got a 5-on-3 here. If Ødegaard finds the right man, he's found Vieira, which is not the right man, and Vieira fucks it up. God's sake. I actually blame Ødegaard for that, because Ødegaard had 4 different players he could have passed to. And picking Vieira was the wrong choice. I reckon Chelsea just pay loads in the end for Caicedo. Possibly. 45 mil for Disasi might be a slight overpay from Chelsea. I do think 45 mil for Disasi is an overpay. Especially considering that apparently it's because they're getting rid of Trevor Chalobah. I don't even know if Disasi's better than Chalobah. I want to love Vieira, but oh man. Yeah, honestly. I'm the same. Oh, Monaco are through here. Tierney lost out the header. Good save from Ramsdale. What kind of dirt does Vieira have on Arteta to keep playing him? I don't know. Arteta clearly doesn't rate Cameradale either. You wouldn't get competition for a clear starter. I understand the idea behind that, but I think it's different with Ramsdale. I think Ramsdale literally needs the competition to be at his best. Did you see Pope save against Chelsea in pre-season? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Competition is good for any player who doesn't matter. Doesn't matter who. Vieira makes me want to gouge my eyes out. Yeah. See, I mean, he's had the ball there. He's just gone nowhere. He's gone absolutely nowhere. It was a class save. Pope for me is one of the best shot stoppers in the Prem, but he's bad with his feet, so he's not. For me, he's not the best. Yeah, I think you're spot on, Will. If you've got, if you want a goalkeeper to stop goals going in, Nick Pope is that guy. But he's terrible with his feet. Might be time to consider Vieira Arteta's first flop. He's approaching that territory. Get Marquinhos on. I don't even know if Marquinhos is on the bench, is he? Marquinhos is about to sign a loan deal with Olympiacos. Just bring on Saka, to be honest. It's why he fits Newcastle perfectly. Yeah, but at some point, if Newcastle want to take the next step, they're going to have to change the way they play. and they're going to have to start playing more like the Arsenals and Cities of the world. And when they do that, they'll need a new keeper.
Yeah, it's a clear foul on Odegaard, just shielding the ball away. So good at protecting the ball, picking the right pass. Jorginho. Ben White.
And the thing is, as well,
Odegaard with a clever run, but spots it. He's had a good game at the back, the Chilean international.
it makes Ben White not as good either. Are you concerned by the performance today? Well, I'm concerned by some players' performances because they just clearly, you know. I don't want to dig him out, but Fabio Vieira just fucking stinks. On the right wing, he's so unuseful. Tomiyasu I thought was poor. That's now Disasi, Colwell, Chalobah, Silva, Fofana, Badiashile and Malang Sarr for Chelsea. Yeah.
Arguably the best that we've ever seen at the Emirates. Terrific noise. Vast majority, if not all of the home games. Without a shadow of a doubt, since the stadium has been open last season for entertainment, but noise and atmosphere inside this stadium was sensational.
And Ketia kept it in the bottom corner. Now Trossard's got it. It's gone long. It was a great ball over. Well, that wasn't a bad effort by Fabio Vieira. It was Trossard picked him out unbelievably well at the back post. And Fabio Vieira hit it on the volley first time on his right foot, and it was actually quite a good effort. Hit it straight into the ground, but he forced a good save from the Monaco keeper. How did Chelsea get away from FFP? By using every loophole in the book. Do you think Odegaard, Saka or Saliba will ever leave? Yeah, possibly. It's very, very, very rare that a player stays at a club for like almost their whole career these days. Vieira is a physically weak player who is slow and can't deliver a good cross to save his life. Who thought putting him on the wing was a good idea? Yeah, I don't know. I actually think Nketiah's played very well today. He has, but I still think he just doesn't offer as much as Gabriel Jesus. What do we do with Vieira, in your opinion? Do we cash out or try something different? I don't know. I don't know. Because even if we cash out now, we'll make a massive loss on him. Vieira's a good player, but he's not set for the Premier League. Would be good in other leagues. Yeah, I don't disagree. He's also not set for the right wing. I don't think we have a position that particularly suits Fabio Vieira. That's the issue. Like, the closest position that would suit him is Odegaard's role, but Odegaard's far better. Opinions on Tierney? I think he's a must keep. I don't know. It sounds like he's going. Ref. And Nketiah should have gone down then. What you've seen of Trossard, would he be unlucky not to start? Yes, but also Martinelli looked electric in the first half. It's a tricky one with Trossard. Because all pre-season he's looked good. Vieira doesn't really suit the modern game, a bit like Ozil. Yeah, I see it. The closest position that would suit Vieira is the bench, sadly. Yeah. We really should be winning this game. We should be winning the game, yeah. I mean, if it ends 1-1, then the penalty shootout actually decides who wins the Emirates Cup. Monaco are in. And it's a terrible shot. How's ESR doing? He's been taken off now, Noah, but he looked decent. He looked decent. He played in that right-sided 8 role, basically Erdegaard's role. Glimpses looked really good. Couple of times he didn't really know where he was meant to be. Oh, wait, maybe... I think Marquinhos is coming on, so he was in the squad. Yeah, Marquinhos is coming... Marquinhos is coming on for Nketiah. So we're bringing on a right winger. That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. So I don't even know what we're going to do. Who's playing down the middle now? Trossard? Or Marquinhos? Who's the captain now? I'm not even sure. Good ball from Ramsdale again. Oh, that's lovely. Trossard and Havertz linked up wonderfully then. And then, guess who ruined the whole thing? Fabio Vieira. Go on, son. So it looks like Trossard's playing through the middle and Marquinhos is playing off the left. So Fabio Vieira is still on the right. Trossard through the middle. Lovely ball into Trossard from Tierney then. Tell you what, I hope you saw it then, but Kieran Tierney played a reverse through ball into Trossard off his right foot, and it was excellent.
It's a different option for Arsenal. And as you say, Champions League, bigger squad, stronger squad. Going to need that.
6 minutes to go. Bav's just tweeted, Fabio Vieira really suits that right wing, Bernardo Silva type of role. Bavs, what are you on, mate? Did he actually say that? Did Bavs actually say that? Because he's absolutely smoking.
There's no way that Kieran Tierney was letting Diatta go by him there.
Thoughts on Kai? Kai's looked good. Fabio, to be fair, he said that 53 minutes ago, so...
Holding his shoulder. Anyway, the game's back on. Magasa. Manipan. And we've got 5 minutes. He's had it on time.
I mean, it's just wrong. Each to their own. Genuinely, I like Babs, but comparing Fabio Vieira to Bernardo Silva is blasphemy. What role has Kai been playing? He's the left 8. He's in the Granit Xhaka role. His movement is unbelievable. If you actually just watch Kai Havertz, don't watch the ball. Just spend a minute watching Kai Havertz. His movement is very, very good.
experienced players that he will demand hit the ground running, and when you bring in the likes of Havertz and Rice, who are Premier League proven, certainly in Rice's case, and Havertz, despite his goal scoring record, not what Chelsea wanted, the fact that he's got experience in this division, and then Timber okay from the Eredivisie, but Dutch international he played in the last World Cup.
Can't wait for the new season. Yeah, me neither. I'll be fuming if Tierney goes and Tomiyasu and Holding stay. I don't think Holding's going to stay. I think Holding's going to end up at, like, Besiktas or something. What happens if Arsenal win 2-1 but lose on penalties? Who gets the trophy? Arsenal. The winner of the match gets the trophy regardless of what happens in penalties. There's only 3 minutes plus stoppage time left anyway, so it's probably going to go to penalties, and the winner of the penalty shootout will win the Emirates Cup. Ref. Ramsdale pens. I would actually love Ramsdale to be the hero in the penalties, just to silence some people. What's Kai like when he has to defend, Rory? Well, he hasn't had to do much defending, but actually he stopped a counter-attack really, really well. He stopped it. There was one opportunity where he stopped a counter-attack really, really well. I think because he was playing up top for Chelsea, I think people underestimate his defensive ability. He's no worse than Granit Xhaka defensively. Trossard ball in. Straight to the keeper. Vieira better not be taking a pen this time. Well, he probably will. Who's on the pitch, realistically, that's going to take a penalty? Jorginho, Havertz, Ødegaard, Trossard. Next up, it's probably Fabio Vieira. Unless one of the defenders takes one or Marquinhos takes one, but... Monaco are through here. Ramsdale off his line well. And what a ball that is. Ramsdale came out, swept up, and fed it into Fabio Vieira at the other end of the pitch. Get Taylor out of the Prem, honestly. Free kick to Monaco. Let Ramsdale take one instead. Yeah, this is that. Yeah, that's how Ramsdale wins penalty shootouts. Let him take it instead of saving it. Is Havertz going to be a CM? Yeah, I think so. Predominantly, I think we're going to see Havertz as a centre mid. Considering in this game, there's been a lot of opportunity if we wanted to move Havertz through the middle up top, and we've not done it. Kivior, maybe? Poor. Very poor. Very poor. How have we played? Not great, if I'm honest. There have been glimpses of looking good, but realistically, you know, it's ended 1-0, or it's probably going to end 1-0. There's two minutes of added on time, and Monaco really have had the better chances to score the second. Do you think Arteta fathers Vieira on the... I guess you mean prefers Vieira on the right than Havertz? Yeah. What do you genuinely believe will be the new 11? Feel like Trossard deserves a shout? I don't know. It's difficult to say, to be honest. I think the Community Shield game will be a better indicator. I do agree that... Thing is, I don't think Trossard will be in our best starting 11. Or in our usual starting 11. But he very much deserves to be in it. But I don't think he'll be there. Would you like Jeremy Frimpong at Arsenal? Again, he's a very different option at right back. I don't think we need it right now. It's not what I'd spend the money on right now, but... Against Forest, what will the 11 be, do you think? Ramsdale, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber. Partey. Rice. Ødegaard, Saka, Jesus, if he's fit, Martinelli. I don't know. The midfield's the interesting one. I don't know what the midfield's going to be. Because if you ask me, Thomas Partey has to start. But that means one of Rice and Havertz doesn't start. It's very possible that actually it's Rice, Havertz and Ødegaard, but benching Partey would be not what I would do, because he's looked unbelievable. Why do I have a feeling we're going to lose on penalties? Probably because you've never seen Ramsdale save a penalty. How many times will Zinni cry this season? I'm not a fan of the whole people that criticise Zinchenko for crying. I mean, most of the times that he's cried, it's because his country's being decimated and his countrymen are being killed. So I'm not a huge fan of... Rory, what's up? Not a lot, Dominic. We're about to head to penalties to decide who wins the Emirates Cup. It'd be interesting to see which 5 people take our penalties. People can be so wet. Rory, I don't know about you, but I've liked the Havertz move from the start, although some were skeptical and some still have their doubts. What do you think when we signed? What did I think? Look, I'm open to it. It's one of those. I learned from Jorginho not to criticise the signing before I've seen them play. And I do. I see a lot from Havertz that I like. I do. Who's in goal? Ramsdale. Balogun not getting a minute. Balogun wasn't even in the squad, I don't think. Ramsdale to save a pen. Ødegaard, Havertz, and Nketiah, Timber, Jorginho. Well, Nketiah and Timber are both being subbed off, so they can't take one, Lee. I would imagine it will be Jorginho, Trossard, Ødegaard, Havertz, probably Fabio Vieira. Ivan Toney would be a great signing this summer. I don't disagree. I'd love it. Come on. I just want Ramsdale to save a penalty. Please. We can't lose the Emirates Cup at the Emirates. Can you describe the pens as they go in? I will try my best. But we can't lose the Emirates Cup at the Emirates. You can't do that. We shall see. The woman on the breakdown show on the Arsenal website is amazed at the fact that people are staying to watch the penalties. I'm not sure what she expected, but Ramsdale throwing this away. No, Ramsdale is gonna shut Mark Goldbridge and all the other Ramsdale haters up. Come on, Ramsdale. Shut the haters up. Here we go. Ramsdale's in goal. It's Monaco have got the first penalty. Come on, Rambo. Come on. Ramsdale went the right way, and it was a soft penalty, and it's gone in. He's gone to the left-hand side. I think he chipped it a little bit. Oh, no, he didn't. He chipped it down the middle. I apologise. The camera angle was weird. Ramsdale went left, and the guy chipped it down the middle. I apologise. I thought that went left. All right, it's 1-0. Ødegaard steps up for Arsenal's first.
Yeah, in the Europa League, this is Ødegaard to
Martin Ødegaard, the captain, runs up, stutters, and buries it in the bottom left. 1-1. 1-1.
That is designed to replicate what they might do in a competitive game. It's not the worst idea. Not a full stadium, but at least the fans are engaged.
Come on, Ramsdale.
And it will be different from a training ground.
Come on, Ramsdale.
Yeah, a bit of atmosphere inside the stadium. I don't think you can ever replicate in training. It's not a bad idea. It's Fofana.
Fofana, Monaco's best player today, I would say, is stepping up for the next penalty. Fofana. Come on, Ramsdale. Prove the haters wrong. Prove the haters wrong. It's down the middle again. It's down the middle again. That time Ramsdale dived to his right. And it is 2-1 to Monaco. He's just passed it straight down the middle.
I think if I was Ramsdale for the next three, I might take a little bit of a chance and stay right in the centre of my goal.
Sacre bleu, sacre bleu. Well, we can't do another 5 penalty shootout where Ramsdale doesn't save one. You can't do that. That's like, you can't do that. Jorginho stepping up for Arsenal. Jorginho, a hop, skip, top right. And that is why, if he's on the pitch, Jorginho takes our penalties. Hop, skip, passes it into the top right corner. See you later. Keeper went the right way, nowhere near it. All right, come on. We're back with Ramsdale. Hologramsdale, as so what someone called him in the chat earlier. Hologramsdale is the worst. I appreciate those like things on TikTok then. That was much appreciated. Thank you very much. Right, Diatta stepping up for Monaco. Come on, Ramsdale, please. Ah, it's gone top right. Ramsdale went the wrong way anyway. I just want to see Ramsdale save a penalty. That's all I want. I don't understand that. How can this be? It's like, even statistically, he should just dive away and just get hit by the penalty. Right, Kai Havertz, don't miss, because the slander, I can't handle the slander if you miss, Kai. Steps up, stutter. Top right again. Unbelievable. A little stutter, whips it into the top right, off his left foot. Wonderful. Oh, lovely. No saving that. That's the best penalty so far. Nobody is saving that one. Come on. Ramsdale, for the 4th time, please. Just prove to me that you can save a penalty. Come on. Minamino against Ramsdale. Saved! He saved the penalty! Yes! There you go. He is not Hologramsdale. It hit his hands and it stayed out. I tell you what, that's a good save. Minamino blasted it down the middle, and it's high up, and Ramsdale's taken a step to one side, and then he's thrown an arm back out, down the middle. Very strong arm. Oh, would you believe it? Would you believe it? Fabio Vieira is the one stepping up. Here we go. Here we go. Honestly, if he misses again, we got to terminate the contract. If he misses again, we got to terminate the contract. Fabio Vieira steps up. It's in. It's in. It crept into the bottom left-hand corner. And Arsenal are 4-3 up. Can Ramsdale save another? Do you know what? It's a good penalty from Vieira, that, but it hit the side netting in the bottom left corner. No save in that. Good penalty. Here we go. Here we go. Can Ramsdale make another save? Who's going to take the winning penalty for Arsenal if he doesn't? That's the question. Come on, Ramsdale. Oh, he nearly saved it as well. He nearly saved it. It's gone in. Bottom left-hand corner. Ramsdale went the right way. It's gone in. I think it went... Yeah, it went over Ramsdale. It went over Ramsdale. And Gabriel Magalhaes is stepping up for the winning penalty. Which is interesting. At least Trossard hasn't taken one. I'll be honest. Trossard or Gabriel Magalhaes to take the winning penalty. I'd probably give it Trossard. But Big Gabby is stepping up. Here you go. Just absolutely thundercunt it down the middle. He's got a dead straight run up. Buries it in the bottom left-hand corner. And there we go. Arsenal, Emirates Cup winners 2023. Yeah. First cup of the season in the bag. Community Shield on Sunday. We're going to have done the double before the season even starts. Different breed. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And Ramsdale. He saves a penalty. Where are the haters now? Where are the haters now? Ah, it's good. It's glorious. It's glorious. There we go. There we go. There we go. Quintuple incoming. The quintuple is on the way. Championes. Championes. Look, does David Raya save any of those penalties? I don't know. I don't know. Ramsdale saved a pen. Vieira scored. I don't believe it. What a day. What a day. Listen, if that performance doesn't tell you that we're going to win the treble, I don't know what will. You know, against an exceptional Monaco team, we've dug out a 1-1 draw and then beaten them on penalties. Kai Havertz, unbelievable penalty from him. And, hey, bring on Man City on Sunday. Wembley, we will be there. We will be there. I will be there. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Raya is coming in to put pressure on Ramsdale. Even the links to David Raya have got Ramsdale saving penalties. This is what it's all about. Arteta, he knows. He knows. Ronaldinho used to skip training to watch Vieira. The joke is that they played better than we did. They did actually play better than we did. They did, yeah, Monaco did outplay us. But we won. And it's about winning. It's about winning. And guess what? Monaco, going back to France, no Emirates Cup for them. No Emirates Cup for them. Predictions for Sunday. Arsenal 2, Man City 1. Arsenal 2, Man City 1. Good point, Riley. The Emirates Cup is far superior to the Singapore Festival of Football Tiger Cup that Tottenham won. You know, this is like we've won the Champions League, they've won the League Cup. That's the difference in stature of these trophies. Look at Bav's recent tweet. What's Bav saying? What's Bav saying? And I just want more and more. Fabio Vieira, 7.7. Oh, he's just put a screenshot of the Ramsdale seeing the Raya links and took it personally. Fabio Vieira, man of the match? No. No. He's not a man of the match, is he? No, he got a 7.7 rating on SofaScore. I don't know how, because, well, I've just got no idea how. But there we go. Anyway, I'm going to jump off the stream now. I do massively appreciate all of you that have tuned in. Please do subscribe. If you're not subscribed, help me out. Do me a favour. Drop a subscription. But other than that, I'll be back tomorrow with the usual... Actually, there's going to be a video tomorrow, but no stream, unfortunately. It is my anniversary with my girlfriend tomorrow, so we're going out for dinner. So there won't be a stream tomorrow, but there will be a video. Other than that, have a fantastic evening, have a fantastic day tomorrow, and I will catch you all in a bit. Cheers.